You're in a trade. It's moving in your favor. Your P&L turns green. You're smiling. And then the thought creeps in, better lock this one in before it turns around. So you click sell. For a moment, you feel relief. You protected the profit. Then you look back and you watch the move keep going and going and going. This isn't just bad luck. This is a pattern. And if you keep doing it, it will quietly kill your trading career. Today we're going deep into why this happens and how to stop cutting your winners short once and for all. I'll never forget it. It was a clean setup. I sized up because I was confident. The trade worked instantly. Price shot up. I was up $500 in minutes. I thought, that's solid. No point in being greedy, so I closed it. Over the next 30 minutes, the same trade, the one I was already in, went another $1,500 in my direction. That wasn't the first time it happened, but it was the time that made me stop and ask, why do I keep leaving this money on the table? The answer, it wasn't about my charts, it was about my brain. When you're in profit, your brain thinks one thing. This can disappear, protect it. That's loss aversion. Losing money feels about twice as painful as gaining the same amount feels good. If you've ever been red early in the day, it's even worse. That's recency bias. Your brain thinks, we just got hurt, let's not get hurt again. And if you don't have a tested system you trust, there's no counterweight to these emotions. You're basically managing your trade based on fear and gut instinct. And in trading, your gut will lie to you. I knew a trader who was always green early, but never big. Every time his trade started pulling back even a little, he'd bail. He wasn't wrong about the direction, he just couldn't sit through the noise. After tracking his trades for a month, he realized that if he had simply held to his planned targets, his P&L would have been 4 times bigger. The market rarely moves in a straight line. A healthy trend pulls back, pauses, consolidates, and those moves are where most traders get shaken out. If you manage a daily setup using a 1-minute chart, you'll see pullbacks that look like reversals, even though they're nothing. You're judging a 2-hour movie after watching just 10 seconds. I remember one day I took a long on a breakout. It pushed up, dropped back to my entry. I was ready to cut it, but I checked the bigger picture. The daily chart was still perfect. I held. By the close, it had run to twice my target. Same setup, same entry. The only difference was my perspective. My real breakthrough came when I stopped caring about this trade versus that trade. I didn't need every trade to be perfect. I just needed the next 100 trades to follow my plan. I had the data. I knew my system. I knew how far my winners typically ran, so I stopped protecting every dollar like it was my last. If this trade stopped out, fine, the next one might hit target. That's when I started letting my winners breathe. Here's how we fix the problem of ditching trades early. 1. Build or borrow a proven system. You can't trust the process if there is no process. Trade one setup 100 plus times before tweaking it. 2. Define targets before entry. Enter knowing exactly where you're going to exit, both for profit and for loss. 3. Reduce position size. If you're anxious through every tick, you're too big. Shrink size so you can think clearly. 4. Use OCO orders. One cancels the other. Let your stop and target work instead of clicking out on a ton of emotion. 5. Scale out smartly. Take partial profits if you need the psychological relief, but keep a runner for the full move. 6. Journal every early exit. Track what happened after you bailed. Let the data prove whether you should have stayed in. One of my biggest trades this year looked terrible halfway through. Pulled back, chopped around, and tempted me to close it. But I trusted the plan. By the end of the month, it hit my full target. And that one trade covered 2 losing weeks in a row. That's the power of letting winners be winners. The sooner you accept that no single trade matters, the sooner you'll stop sabotaging your big wins. Your edge exists across many trades, not in the outcome of this one right now. When you bail early, you're robbing yourself of the exact trades that make your year. When you trust your system, you finally give those trades a chance to happen. So the next time you feel that urge to sell early, stop and ask, is this my plan talking or my fear? Answer that one honestly. And if it's fear, sit on your hands and let the market do its thing. If you've been guilty of cutting winners early, drop a comment below with your most painful example. We've all been there. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe because the next video might just be the one that changes the way you trade forever. See you guys in the next one. Peace.